how different would things have been if you think y'all would have documented it more? Like if y'all would have like documented writing sessions and documenting like studio sessions, like.
I think it would have made a big difference. I think it would have been, I mean, more. It would have been more beneficial to the family, to his loved ones, to his real loved ones, you know. And when I say loved ones, I'm not even including myself, you know, even though that was my brother. I'm just talking about his family, you know what I'm saying, his wife, his kids. It would have been something that, you know, they could have kept in the archives that, you know, they would have had a choice, you know, to make money off, and not to even put it in that way, to be using pun like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, he did his talent for his family. And it was unfortunate that his business was so like messed up that he didn't really leave a lump sum like that to his family, because, you know, we all get caught up in a fast life, and you don't ever think of the worst thing that could happen to you is death, and that's what happened to him. And if he had some exclusive footage where you know, as far as like the music scene, as far as like extra verses that he kept to himself and recorded, as far as like, you know, moments like that, I think it would have been very beneficial to his family. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's something that we don't think about as artists because we move in the fast pace. But yeah, man, everything we do, you know what I'm saying, once we hit that mark, Pun was a platinum artist. So at the end of the day, you know, that whatever he did was money. You know, and fuck it, you know what I'm saying? He had, you know, he was loved by his family, of course, the most, but you understand, you know, he became platinum. When you can become platinum, that's 1 million people loving you. So he had fans all over the board that adored him. So, you know, to have you know, some clips of Pun behind the scenes where it was like showed different, you know, personality traits of him. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got two sides of the story where you see Pun as the artist, one of the greatest, and then you see Pun in a personal life, which was exposed, where, you know, his family life, his you know, as a husband, got exposed in a negative way, but you didn't see the middle. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of middle to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wish there was more of, the middle part to him, because he was just, you know, it wasn't just about, you know, the worst or the best. It was about the middle of Pun. And I wish he was, you know, documented more, you know, because I would have definitely left to work on editing that to show who Pun really was, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody got demons and everybody got angels.
I mean, you talk about him not, you know, not really preparing and not, you know, preparing for his death, and not knowing that was gonna happen. Did you, and in the time, like, what was your state of mind with, like, as far as like his creation process, or at least in your creation process too? Like, you know, did you know what era you was in, like when it was happening, when it was going down? Was it like, you know, was it something that was obvious magic, or was it like normal to y'all because y'all been making music for so long? Like,
yeah, it was normal to us, and it was normal to a point because we knew, like, I knew how nice Pun was. He knew how nice he was. You know what I'm saying? We knew all of that. We smart niggas from the hood, you know. Not to say we just, you know, took it for granted, but yeah, we come from you know, poverty. We come from the hood, the actual projects. So when we had that, it's like that was natural swagger for us. Like what he was doing was natural, but it was just nice, extra nice at it. Plus his image was extra. Like, I can't believe this dude is saying things like he was saying and spitting as fast as he was spitting. You know what I'm saying, in the format he was using. So it was like, when you put that behind that lens and you show the world, that was what he needed. I mean, as far as like to be exposed as to one of the greatest, we was just taking it, you know, as everyday thing, like every day. You know what I'm saying? Just my friend, that's my friend. You know what I'm saying? And we know we got talent, but then we realized he didn't realize that he was a cocky motherfucker. So it don't matter where he was poor, he was still that nigga with that swagger, and he was rich. He was still that nigga with extra swag, cause then you couldn't tell him shit. He was just that nigga, but still with the little ghetto, you know, ghetto fab ways of him. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, he'll buy 50 cars and park them in front of his house instead of really investing in stocks. You know what I'm saying? So he was ghetto fabulous to the T. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a drug dealer's life, really, in rapping. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we got caught up with moving fast, moving a little too fast, where, a million comes one day, and then he'll spend 700,000 of that million in one day, in Radio Shack. And I mean that's just the way we was living, that he was living. It rubbed off a little bit on me too, cause we just hood niggas. We do stupid things sometimes. But right now he wouldn't be doing that. Right now he would definitely be thinking more of security, longevity, and like we lost him too young. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Pun's estate is like still like un revolu. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I wish I could do more for him if I was, if I had the license to really go do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Lawyers, they get bought off too. When they get to a certain level, they store people too, so they can get to a level where they find wrongdoing, and they'll go to the person and probably tell them, yo, listen, if you don't fix this right here, we're gonna sue you. Then that person could just buy that lawyer off and make you fall asleep, make the actual person who made them go do it, because the other guy paid him off, so now he's putting the client to sleep, saying, oh, everything is good, and they don't want to continue with the case, so he prolongs it. There's a lot of trickery shit when it comes to that, so a lot of trust has to be involved with whoever whoever's doing the actual work behind that.
I mean, does it slow y'all down from carrying the torch at all? With those details, like.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it slows a lot of things down because the respect is a big part of it. The estate, when it comes to the value of Pun's name, Pun's legacy. When it comes to the money, if you put a money price on it, yeah, it becomes a problem because the right people are not eating. You know what I'm saying? His kids is not eating off his name. You know what I'm saying? That's their father. That's somebody who did what they did and sacrificed his time and his everything for his family to be living better. And then after he passes away, it's like, people are playing games with that. And people are prolonging the cases and stuff like that. So yeah, it prolongs. It bothers me. That bothers me. That's always gonna bother me. You know what I'm saying? Me as a friend, probably Pun's brother at the end of the day. If you do your homework about me and Pun, that was my brother, and I say that, and I don't have a blood brother really. You know what I'm saying? Where it was just me and my sister for real. We came over from Cuba, and at the end of the day, that was my brother. You know what I'm saying? He's here to this day. He'll tell you that was my brother. You know what I'm saying? And only certain people that really seen us grow up really understand that. But, that's just like a secret little society that me and him had. And certain people that's seen us grow up. So, I might look at, as far as like to the rest of the world, I might look as a person that's mad, a hater, when I talk about certain issues. But if y'all really understood where we come from and where our relationship, then you understand that if you had a friend like Pun and you had a friend like me and the way we got down when he was living, that I would still represent him anyway till I fucking die. So that's what I've been doing, and I always did it in a respectful and I put myself in his shoes. If I would have died, I know my brother would have definitely represented me like I'm representing him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe probably a little extra with him because he was a little obsessive, so he probably would have didn't give a fuck and you shot up everybody. Me, we all got families, we got older, so I know the consequences if I shoot somebody in the motherfucking brains and I know who I am and they know who I am. So at the end of the day, it's like, what you want me to do, 25 years? And I look at myself and I'll be like, who the fuck gonna take care of my daughter and my son? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna take care of my loved ones? And I don't really see too many niggas there doing it because they ain't do it for Pun. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's that thought right there. But as far as like musically, as far as like in the street, you just know Cuban's over. That was my brother. You cannot talk bad about him with me there. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Some people would do it behind their backs and talk all this shit about his family to this day. How their character is or how she handled things. It don't matter. You didn't live through that. I just know I was a witness to that. So at the end of the day, Laz is my sister till I die. The kids are gonna be my little nieces and nephews till I die. Even if they mad at me, or I'm mad at them, it doesn't matter. Because Pun was the big picture, and that's how it was when he was living, and that's how he's always gonna be. We're not supposed to agree all the time, but at the end of the day, they're my family. That's just how real niggas do it anyway.